All right, Pisces, let's get into a general message. For today, I'm going to see, what do you need to know? What do you need to focus on? What do you need to cut out and change? And what is your advice? Guys, if you need anything, check out that comment section. I've got personal readings. Every single personal reading that I offer is open, which is rare. I don't do that a lot because I offer a lot. I also have a tarot course, a manifestation course. I sell oracle cards on Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. All of that is down below. All right, let's see. What do you need to know? You need to know right now that emotions are running high. So you might notice that not only you, but people around you are kind of feeling on edge. So just be aware of that, okay? What you also need to know is that you need to be proud of yourself. Spirit wants you to pat yourself on your back. You've done the damn thing. Okay, so things that maybe others didn't think that you would overcome, maybe even yourself. Maybe there are things that you've overcame, you got through that you didn't think that you were going to. All right. Another thing that you need to know is that Spirit is recommending for you to find some sort of balance. Balance in your emotions, balance around what you think is fair. This could be something as simple as, let's say that you're dating someone. Okay, well, let's be honest, let's be real. Is it realistic for you to go from seeing someone never to seeing them 7 days a week and not making time for the other people who've been surrounding you? No, that's not balanced at all. It's okay for you to be super excited that you've met someone and you think that they're everything and that you think that they're amazing, but it is crucial and it's important for you to keep watering the people, the places, and the things that have been there all along, because you don't know if this person that you're currently dating or getting to know, or hell, this could be a new friend, this could be a new job. It's like, whatever it is though, balance is always crucial and important, okay? Don't give something so much power that when it leaves, you feel like you have nothing to live for, no more purpose, no more meaning, whether it is a job, a business. This could be finding a balance and recognizing that, yeah, your business could be successful. Hell, your business could be failing, but that don't mean that you're a failure. That also doesn't mean that you're insanely successful. Taking that value out of what you're building and recognizing, okay, the balance is that I am not my business. I am not my family legacy. I am not just a mother, a husband, a partner. I'm so much more. And I'm going to find that balance. And that's what Spirit wants you to do. What is something you need to focus on? Okay, there's going to be some sort of conclusion here coming in. Okay, so they want you to work on your dreams. They don't want you to let you. Somebody could be trying to come in and get in your way of your dreams or something that you're trying to achieve. Okay? Because I just said they don't want to let you. So let me give you an example. What you need to focus on is the conclusion, is the solution. So let's say that you always wanted to buy your own home, okay? And what you need to focus on right now is getting to that conclusion. What do you need to do to get you that home? You need to save you some money. You need to work on your credit score. You need to figure out what you want, where you want to live, what that looks like, how much it's going to cost. There are things you can be doing. But with this, don't let your past or other things hold you back. There might be someone or something that really does mean well that could try to hold you back. Well, I think you should live here with me and grandma, and you can just pay us rent, and you can just, that's awesome, that's great, that's grand, but that ain't your dream, baby, okay? There's nothing wrong with helping family. There's nothing wrong with being there. There's nothing wrong with understanding someone's opinion and someone's view. But what Spirit is telling you is that your dreams need a plan, and you need to keep going towards those dreams. Just because somebody else thinks that that's not the path for you doesn't mean that it isn't. And I'm seeing an energy here where you could be recognizing that you're getting closer to a goal or a dream, and Spirit is telling you to keep working towards it, but also get that practical plan, start putting on paper, you know, what needs to be conquered or done to get you to that dream, to get that plan in motion. But also recognize that there could be people coming back from your past that are going to challenge it. There could be family members, friends. There could be people who are going to try to say, well, we think that this would be a better solution. It's not their life to live though, okay? Opinions are nothing more than opinions. They just like booty holes, okay? Nobody cares. So Spirit is telling you to make sure that you're focusing on what you want to achieve in this lifetime, what your dreams are. And recognize that not everybody's going to understand, not everybody's going to agree. And that's okay. That's not their dream, okay? What do you need to cut out and change? What you need to change is that you need to cut out the negativity and focus on the positive. Okay? Focus on the positive. You need to honor your feelings. So some of you could have the tendency to either gaslight yourself out of your feelings, tell yourself that you're being too dramatic, or you brush your feelings under a rug and you pull that it doesn't matter, it's whatever, it happens all the time. It doesn't matter if it happens all the time. Okay? It doesn't matter if someone's hurt your feelings in the past and you made it through it. So what does this matter? It matters. Period. Quit devaluing your feelings. Honor your feelings. Recognize those feelings, okay? That's something you need to change. And hell, they even saying go deeper. They're saying, actually, tell them to go a little bit deeper. Tell them that they need to feel them a little bit more. And they're even telling me that the energy around the positivity is going to gain momentum. So the more that you focus on the positive, the more that you're going to get positive. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you go into a store and you're thinking, God, everybody's in a bad mood today. Well, you're going to pay attention to the people that are in a bad mood then. Why? Because that's what you're focusing on. And they're saying, no, cut that out. So when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, it's going to be a bad day. Change that mindset. No, it ain't going to be a bad day. It's a bad moment, though. It is a bad moment, but it's okay. It's going to turn around. I'm just a little clumsy this morning. And as soon as you do that, you're going to start noticing, you're going to start recognizing little blessings that maybe you wouldn't have recognized before because you changed your mindset. You're focusing on the positive at that point, okay? They also want you to release any fears that you've either been holding on to, struggling with, anything of that sort. So give me a little bit of advice for you. Somebody could be doing like a seafood boil or eating lobster mac and cheese. Yeah, lobster mac and cheese or something like that here coming up. Advice. You need to detoxify your life. You need to remain grateful. Prosperity is lying ahead for you, but you're going to have to continue to believe in your good luck and open yourself up to some sort of change. So it's a little bit of like, we can't make things better if you don't believe things can get better. We can't bring you an amazing, loving, caring partner if you don't believe that there is such thing as a loving, caring, good partner. All right. So what do you need to know? I am seeing drama in your environment, okay? I'm saying drama. I'm saying maybe some sort of conflicted energy. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? There could be someone externally to you going through a lot of drama. This could be a partner. You could be noticing if you're married or dating, your partner here coming up might be coming home and being a lot more stressed than usual. There could be a lot more arguments in the workplace or the work environment. There could be an energy where people around them are just really saying some dumb shit kind of stuff. I am seeing that as well. You could have someone that you know, you love, and you care about that could be feeling very, as my daughter will say, people are trying me. That could be how someone's feeling, okay? And that could be something that you need to know. Is someone here coming up might need your compassion or your ability to be able to sit in silence if that's what they need. What do you need to know? You need to know that some sort of communication is about to come in. So some of you are about to get word around some sort of abundance, or you could be getting some sort of news around an opportunity. Some of you could have recently done a job application or filled out some sort of loan application. Some of you could also be traveling here coming up. Be careful of doing so much that you push yourself into a place of exhaustion, because I am saying that, okay? I am saying that. There's also possibly, if you own a business or if you're dating or married, I don't know. There's something here about a child. So some of you could be starting a new job where a child might be involved. Some of you could be dating someone who has a child. Some of you could be tolerating or dealing with a child here coming up. There could be family members that are coming into town with a child. Some of you in your near future, what you need to know is that there could be a child in your near future that you're going to have to deal with or be around, okay? Let's say that you go into work and you didn't know that it was bring your baby to work day, and your boss done brought their baby into work, okay? Let's say that they're 9 years old. They're 9 years old, they're in work, they're doing copies. I'm saying what you need to know is that this specific child might have a hard time with multitasking, and I'm saying that you might either witness or be a part of a breakdown that this kid's gonna have, and I'm saying that you're gonna be able to communicate with this person or with this child and give them some sort of knowledge. So if here coming up, you do go to work and there's some random kid there, somebody brought their kid to work or something of that sort, what you need to know is that you could be delivering this child an opportunity for a change. This could be something as simple as, okay, let's say you go into the copy room, the baby's overwhelmed. You're like, hey, you good? You help them. No, I'm not good. And they're freaking out. You teach them something. Hey, it's okay. Listen, the world ain't burning. It's okay. If they flip out because they didn't get their copies within a 2-minute time frame, those adults can get the hell over it. And it's like, you're going to make the kid laugh, you're going to help them, but you're also going to give them some sort of wisdom that they needed in that moment. This is what you do when this happens. Don't panic. It's going to be okay. And it's like, you're going to take the pressure off that kid, and it's going to give them some sort of opportunity or moment where they're going to learn something. And I even see them possibly discussing this with either a friend. This could be the kid going home and going, Mama, guess what I learned today? So when I was at work with Dad, yeah, so somebody had to come help me, and this is what they taught me. That's what I'm saying, okay? But some of you could also be getting news around some sort of contract or something that you recently filled out, whether it's like a credit card, a loan, a job application, an apartment, a home, something that you are waiting for news. I'm saying that you're going to be getting communication around that here coming up, okay? I'm also saying some of you could be receiving either a phone call or a text message from someone, and it could be someone that's not in your phone. And I'm saying like confusion and illusion. So here coming up, you might get a phone call or a text from someone, and they might not be in your phone, and it might make you confused. Who is this? What do you want? How did you get my number? What's going on? I don't know this person. And then I'm saying that you could find out that it is someone from maybe 7 months or 7 years ago, is what I'm saying. Again, be careful of working too much and exhausting yourself out. Okay, what do you need to focus on? They keep telling you to focus on your dreams. Focus on your wish fulfillment. Focus on where you want to go. Yeah, what do you need to focus on? You need to focus on your success. You're going to be having epiphanies here coming up that could bring you to an opportunity. If you go according to the plan, this will work out perfectly. That's what I keep telling you. Okay. What do they want you to cut out and change? What do they want you to cut out and change? They want you to let go of any unnecessary worry. Again, this is the second card here with fears. So some of you, you're allowing your fears to dictate what you're doing and what you're not. Well, I'm too scared. I don't want to do it. Okay, baby. Fear is to protect you, but fear can also have you staying in your comfort zone when you don't need to be in your comfort zone. Let me give you a quick example. My baby has been scared of doing a flip on a trampoline for Lord knows how long. And I told her the other day, I said, babes, listen, fear is a powerful tool. Fear is good for you. It's good to have fear. It can show you where you could be in danger or where you should be scared before you're about to jump off of a cliff or jump out of a plane. But fear could also have you staying stuck in places that you no longer need to be. And if you have this constant urge and feeling that you want to do something, you want to explore something, you want to live a little, so to speak, it's usually for a reason. Do not allow fear to stop you. Use it as a tool, acknowledge it, welcome it, thank it, but don't let it stop you from doing something that you want to do so badly because of what could happen. Fear, again, is a tool, but there's only like a 5 to 7% chance that the worst case scenario is going to happen. And because of that conversation, she is now a flipping queen. She can do all kinds of flips on the trampoline, a side flip, all kinds. It's like crazy. And that's what I'm seeing here with you. It's like if you sit here and tell me all the reasons it might not work out, it's like, but Danielle, I want to move to New York City. Okay, well, why don't you? Well, I'm scared. What if I get there and this happens? What if I move there and I'm never this or that? Yeah, but what if not? What if you move there and you realize the reason that you felt called to go there is because that's where the love of your life lives? What if you decide to move there and you realize the reason you were called there is because that city speaks to your soul and you're a New Yorker at heart? Sometimes our fear can have us staying in our comfort zone. And one of the things you got to cut out and change is fear is not your best friend, okay? Neither is anxiety. Both of those need to take a backseat pass, okay? Let those go to rest. They also want you to let go of any sadness or anything that you have around endings. You know, endings bring new beginnings. Some of you could still have some sense of sadness. Well, I miss this person. It's okay to miss someone and miss a circumstance and miss a situation, but recognize that's not good for me. That didn't make me feel safe. I miss the good times I had with that person or at that job or when I had that business, but I don't miss staying up at night crying because they didn't love me the way that I loved them. I don't miss staying up at night going through the numbers trying to figure out if we can stay open one more month because I'm struggling. I'm saying that. And they really want you to cut out the stress and allow the relief to come in, okay? Some of you, there could be a relocation that's about to take place as well that you could be scared of. You could be scared of the change. You could be scared of making the wrong decision. You could be scared. Some of you could be scared that you're making the wrong decision by moving and you're questioning, am I running away from my problems? Is this really a good idea? If it isn't, you can move back. It's okay to make bad choices. It's okay for you to look back and go, oh my God, I moved states and realized after a year, I want to go back. That's okay. That's okay. Allow that fear to leave. Give me a little more. What's your advice? Your advice is to keep giving to the things that you love. Pour into the hobbies that you love. Pour into the people that you love. Go to the restaurants that you love. Do the things that you love. Your advice is for you to continue to be creative. Your advice is to continue to be a good team player. Because I'm seeing you working. Oh my God, I'm struggling. I'm seeing you working well with others. I'm seeing you being considerate. And I'm seeing your reputation being someone where you always put yourself in others' shoes. You have an excellent reputation. And that's your advice. It's like, Pisces, you're going to be one of the people that when you pass, people are going to say, oh my God, they were so sweet. You know, nobody ever knew this, but once a year, they'd always bring me a cake and celebrate the month that I opened my business. Yeah, that's just how Pisces was. They didn't feel the need to go around and brag. They were just a loving soul. I really miss them. That's how people are going to speak about you when you leave this earth, okay? Your advice is that you need to lean into some sort of ending that's about to take place because it's going to bring you a new situation or a new beginning, okay? Because here's the thing, you're generous, you're practical, you're logical, you have the ability to grow with anyone or anything, but they really want you to be sensible. Just because you're that kind of person doesn't mean that someone else is who you are. Some people are out here to take. And when you're a giver, when you're a lover boy, lover girl, someone sees that as an asset, as something that could be used and managed and maximized to their benefit. And your advice is to not let the world or people or situations harden you, for you to get a little more discerning around what you're giving your time, your energy, your effort to continue to have a sensible approach, but to continue to be loving and practical and giving and generous. So that's your advice, is to keep doing what you're doing, but to bring a few little pivots that maybe you don't see, that you, I don't know, just to bring a few little pivots. All right, look at here. Bye, guys.